Hey, what's up guys? This is Natural Soap Man here with another review here another Tuesday. And my friends, I'm actually pretty excited because this week we're going to be taking a closer look at a soap that you guys in the comments below actually recommended to me. And it is a soap known as Future Fiction by a company called Phoenix Artisan Accruements. So let's get right into the review. Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump straight into the review. Let's go ahead and take a close look at the box work and check this bad boy out for Future Fiction. Okay, so a few things to point out here. First things first, I really like the artwork there. That looks really cool. Like the sci-fi, old school pinup artwork going on. That looks cool. And secondly, this gives off deck of card vibes. This literally looks like a deck of cards. That's pretty cool. And the last thing I noticed is there's no ingredients listed on the box. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but it is definitely kind of annoying. I don't understand why we can't have ingredients listed on our box. I would like to see some ingredients, so let's fix that. All right guys, moving on to the next part of the video where we take a close look at the soap. And moving right along, let's take a close up on the soap itself. And boom, first things first, you notice there's plastic wrapped around the bar soap. I have no idea why they're doing that. That is stupid to me. That just is one more piece of trash to pollute our environment. So not a big fan of that. Don't quite understand. Never seen that before. Stupid to me. But anyway, also notice it has like this old school traditional, that real beigey green, really pale green color. Not a pretty bar soap in my opinion, but whatever, who cares. Also, I noticed the bar soap is like really soft. You can kind of see where, if you look close enough, you see where I actually would have squeezed it at. If you give it a good squeeze, it will mash down. Also, if you look closely on the back, it was really weird because I had like this real discolorization thing, but it was like this residue stuff. It was like almost powder-like. You can pass your thumbnail and like break apart. It was really weird. It was really weird. Now it did go away once you used it a couple times, but it was like really weird. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, Jesus. I was like, is it like breaking down on me? But whatever. Anyway, that's what the bar soap looks like up close and personal. Let's move on to the next part of the video where we're gonna talk about the ingredients. So let's move right along. Cool deal, posting ingredients on the screen for you now, and as you can tell, we got quite a bit of ingredients here. We got a whole paragraph here for us to look at. Looks like we got a couple oils here, like we got some coconut, looks like we got a little argan oil as well. So that's cool. It looks like we got different plant extracts from sunflower extract, aloe vera extract, even got some marshmallow extract. So that's all fine and dandy. Cool deal. Got a couple red flags though. As if you probably already see it, we have the propylene glycol, and some of you probably already know what that is. And for those who don't, I'm gonna give you a little hint. It deals with antifreeze. Yes, propylene glycol is basically an odorless, tasteless, clear liquid that is classified as an alcohol, and due to its low melting point is often found as one of the main components in antifreeze. So yay, gotta love that. Good stuff. Now, according to FDA, it is generally harmless. Not quite sure what generally harmless means, but hey, harmless. Now, but we also do have artificial fragrance, and as we all know, or should be aware of at this point, artificial fragrances are known to cause skin allergies, skin irritation, potentially even some skin dryness, potentially. It doesn't necessarily affect everybody the same, but does have that potential effect. So there we go. We have those are the ingredients. It's kind of everywhere here. We got a bunch of them, and they're kind of everywhere. But those are ingredients. So let's move on to the next part of the video where we're going to do a sniff test and go from there. Then moving on to the sniff test. So with the part where I typically try to do my best to describe how the soap smells like to the best of my ability. Okay, for the Future Fiction, first things first, it's very clear artificial smelling soap. There's no question about it. And there's a lot going on here. You got some citrus notes, you got some musk going on, you got some spices, things going on, like a lot of different little collaborations going on here. It's definitely vibrant. It almost has like a summer-like vibe to it, if you will, for sure. For me though, personally, man, this soap really makes me think of some of those cheap colognes you get at your local gas station, if you will. I say this because, man, one of my really good friends I grew up with, his dad, my gosh, I mean, he would always get this cologne. I think it was called Bod. I think so. I don't even know if they, I have no idea they even make this cologne anymore, or this brand or whatnot. I don't know if it was the brand or the scent. Pretty confident it was the brand, but it was just Bod, and it came in like this weird shaped plastic bottle, and I think there's like 3 different scents, but man, the one you always get smells just like this, and it immediately made me think of that. So like, I'm serious, it just smells like it really smells like one of those like cheap colognes you get from the gas station. And I promise you smelled this before. This is actually a very common aroma from a lot of different masculine products and things like that. I promise you smelled this at some point in your life. If you're old enough, you definitely smelled this at some point in your life. It's gonna kind of, when you first smell it, it's gonna hit you like, okay. Personally, me, I'm not a big fan. I don't really like this smell. It's definitely not something I would go to. I would prefer not to smell like this, actually. Just because it does make me think of, someone's dad just trying to be cheap with the cologne. So it's not I don't hate it, but I surely don't like it either. So it's whatever for me. Just not a big fan of it. So hopefully it gives you a better idea of what this darn thing smells like. I know it's a little challenging to pinpoint exactly what it smells like. And you just got a lot going on, and sometimes artificial fragrances can be a little difficult at times. But all right, guys, moving on to the next part of the video where we're gonna actually do the lather test. And once we're done that, we're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap up the video and give you my final thoughts and do a conclusion. So let's move right on. All right, fantastic, guys. Moving on to the final part of the video. We're due to conclusion. As you can tell, the lather test was okay. It was pretty good there. All I gotta say about that is I guess I was expecting it to be a little bit better after using it and things like that, because of the coconut oil in it. I guess I was just expecting it to perform a little bit better on the lather end. I was expecting a little more bubbly, little better lather there. Not saying it was bad or anything like that, by no means. It was still a good lather. I guess I was expecting a little bit more on that end, but just want to make it clear. But just something I noticed. I just thought it did a little bit better on that end. Okay, let's start breaking down this soap. Box work, super cool. I really dig the whole sci-fi little artwork on the thing. It looked like a deck of cards. That was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just wish they would put the ingredients on the box. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Just annoys me when they don't put the ingredients on the box. It's 2021, man. Put the darn things. It's not that hard, especially when you have like a whole blank sheet on the back of it. It's like, just put it on the box. Not that hard. Be transparent, because basically at the end of the day, it's all about first impressions. And when somebody sees that, they're gonna ask the question, Are you hiding something? And rightfully so. Whether that's fair or not doesn't matter. That's what they're gonna ask, and I don't blame them for it. So, okay, looking at the soap itself, the soap was wrapped in plastic. What are you doing? Whatever. Looking at the soap itself, the soap comes at approximately 5 ounces. It's gonna cost you $6.95, $7, $6.95. And when we took a close look at the ingredients, there was some neat things and some bad things. It kind of mix up everything. Well, a bit of everywhere there. We had some natural ingredients, like the plant extracts, like the aloe vera, the bamboo, and the sunflower extract, things like that. The organ oil and the coconut oil. Those are all pretty cool. But then we also had things like propylene glycol, which is a synthetic man-made ingredient. That's found often in antifreeze. So I mean, take that for what that is. I know it's generally harmless, whatever that means, and we also had artificial fragrance, and we all know the negative side effects of those things. And because we have natural ingredients and we also have some artificial ingredients, this is something you and I would consider it to be a non-all natural bar soap. You know, it says it's natural, it's not a natural bar soap, or at least not an all natural bar soap for sure. So, and the scent profile of this soap, not a big fan, didn't like it. If I'm being honest with you, it was just kind of everywhere. It reminded me of the cheap colognes you get at the gas station. Just didn't really care for it. And I'm not saying it was bad. And some of you, would not be surprised if some of you even said you liked it, and that's fine, fair enough. I just know for me, man, it just reminded me of someone's dad being cheap on the cologne. So just something I don't want to smell like. So whatever. Last but not least, we're going to talk about a little bit about the performance. Nothing really to report. It didn't do bad. It definitely didn't do anything mind-blowing or anything like that, but just didn't do bad. And not surprising, you know, you had the oils in it and things like that. So the skin was, I never really found my skin to be dry or anything like that. I think it did okay, honestly. Really nothing to report. I didn't have any irritation or redness anywhere. It wasn't dry. Excuse me, the skin was not dry anywhere, thing like that. So nothing really negative to report. The only thing I can comment on that is like towards the end of the week, I know it's like, but this is, to be fair, like this could be anything. I don't know if it might not even be the soap, but I did notice like my shoulder was dry, a little dry. Like it wasn't like peeling or anything like that, but that could be from anything, to be fair. So performance-wise, nothing really to report. Now, granted, remember, I do only get like a week, or sometimes a week and a half, depending on when I get the soaps to actually use the soap. So the sample size is not necessarily always the biggest. So it's just always something for you to consider. I don't know how it would do long-term, but hey, that's what I experienced. So just got to be fair. So let's do final ultimate conclusion. I ultimately think this soap is a pass. I think there's a lot of other great options. The synthetic ingredients kind of made me cringe a little bit. I also didn't like the scent. I really didn't like the scent. Even though I don't think it was terrible, I just don't like it. For me to even think about recommending soap, it would have to blow my mind on the performance side, and it didn't. I think it was kind of average on that end. So ultimately for me, this is just a pass. I think there's so many other good options, man. The value of the soap is pretty on point though. It comes at $7 out of 5 ounces approximately. So if that's the case, man, you're better off just going with Dr. Squatch or Bearsville or one of those companies. You're just better off going that route. I think they perform better. They're exact same price, and I mean they just smell better, do better, just better quality soaps. So but at the end of the day, guys, that's my review. Hope you got something out of it. Again, this is Natural Soap Man, and guys, take care of yourselves. I see you next Tuesday, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in, man. If you get an opportunity, man, help. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers. You know, we're almost there. You know, we've been cracking at this bad boy for a year now, and I think with the exception of when I was in Buffalo, we never missed a week. And we've been hustling and plugging away, guys, and I appreciate all the support. And I think, man, 90-something% of the comments I get are very positive. I absolutely respect that. And I mean, I know it's soap, and I mean, if anyone's being a jerk about soap, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna argue with you, that's for sure. Not over soap. But all seriousness, though, we should hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. You know, and that's gonna be really exciting. My goal was to at least hit it within the year, but I don't know if we're gonna quite make it. We still got a couple months. I mean, I started last October, so a month and a half roughly. We might be able to do it. I don't think so. We probably realistically hit it more toward the end of November, or probably somewhere mid-November, unless we just stop. And then probably maybe November. I'm expecting November. That's probably when we're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers. So super pumped about that. But either way, guys, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun doing these videos for you guys. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next Tuesday with another review. Till then, guys, you take care, and bye bye.